The village of Dornhelm slept under the heavy silence of night. Only the faint rustle of leaves and the distant bark of a dog stirred the darkness. Above the thatched roofs and crooked chimneys, the great bell tower of the castle loomed like a guardian, its bronze heart resting silent until the dawn. Beneath that tower lived a girl of 20, tall and slender, her long chestnut hair usually tied beneath a kerchief. She wore a simple brown medieval dress with a rope belt, her only working garment. She was the bellkeeper's helper, trusted with a task both humble and sacred, to ring the bronze bell only at dawn, noon, and dusk. The bell was not a toy. It ruled the rhythm of the village. It woke the farmers to their fields, called men to arms in times of danger, and reminded all of the Lord's watchful order. But on this night, the girl's heart was restless, unable to sleep. She climbed the creaking wooden stairs of the tower, her bare feet echoing softly. She pushed open the heavy hatch, and the vast bronze bell gleamed faintly in the moonlight. The air was cool, carrying with it the scent of smoke from dying hearths. She placed her hands upon the thick hempen rope. "What harm," she whispered to herself with a mischievous smile, "in hearing its voice before dawn?" She pulled one stop boom, the sound thundered across the valley, rolling through every cottage, shaking rafters, scattering roosting birds into the night sky. Dogs barked furiously, horses neighed in panic. Startled villagers bolted upright from their beds, convinced an enemy raid had begun. She pulled again, laughing nervously as the second peal echoed louder. The girl's heart thrilled at the sound, but within moments, she realized the chaos below. Torches flared in the village square. Doors slammed open, and angry voices filled the night. Mothers clutched wailing children, farmers cursed as they stumbled from their cottages, and shepherds shouted in confusion, believing wolves had attacked. "Who dares sound the bell at midnight?" cried one old man, waving a stick. "The raiders are upon us," shouted another, but when no enemy appeared, anger grew. Heads tilted upward toward the tower, and in the glow of torchlight, the figure of the girl was visible, her brown dress fluttering in the night air. "It was her," one woman hissed. "The bellkeeper's helper." Mocking the sacred bell, roared a farmer. "By now, the Lord's steward had arrived, clad in a dark cloak carrying a staff topped with iron." His voice cut through the din. "Bring her down." Dragged from the tower by 2 guards in chainmail, the girl stood trembling in the square. Her brown dress with rope belt clung to her thin frame as she was thrust before the steward. Her chestnut hair fell loose, her cheeks pale. The villagers crowded close, their torches painting her in orange light, shadows dancing across angry faces. The steward's voice was hard. "You have disturbed this village, waking every soul from their rest. Do you mock the order of the bell?" "I meant no harm," she stammered, clutching at her apron. "I only wished to hear it sing. It was but a mistake." A farmer shouted from the crowd, "Mistake? My cows stampeded from the pen. My baby has not stopped crying," wailed a mother. The people jeered, their anger rising. The steward raised his staff. Silence. Then he turned to the girl, his eyes cold. "The bell is no plaything. It is the heartbeat of this village, a call of life or death. Your foolishness has dishonored its voice. You shall be punished, here, before those you disturbed." A whipping post was set in the square, a rough wooden beam standing stark beneath the shadow of the silent bell tower. Guards seized the girl, binding her wrists to the post with coarse rope. Her brown dress shifted as she struggled, her rope belt dangling loose. The steward addressed the crowd, let all learn the price of carelessness. The leather whip uncoiled with a hiss. The villagers grew silent, their anger mixed now with grim anticipation. The first crack split the air. "Thwack!" she gasped sharply as the leather lashed across her back, the sound echoing off the stone walls. Her body jerked against the ropes, her hair falling wildly into her face. Again the whip sang. Thwack! Her cry rang out, swallowed by the night. The villagers watched, some with satisfaction, others with pity. A few turned their heads away, but most kept their eyes fixed on the trembling figure at the post. Tears streamed down her cheeks as the punishment continued, her pleas tumbling from her lips. "Mercy, please, I will never touch the bell again." The steward's voice carried over her cries. "Let this teach you, and all here, that order is sacred. To disturb it is to bring shame upon yourself and suffering upon others." When the lashes were complete, the guards unbound her. She fell to her knees in the dirt, clutching her torn dress, her shoulders streaked red, her breath ragged. The villagers slowly dispersed, torches dimming one by one. Some muttered, "Justice was done." Others whispered in pity, "Poor foolish girl." Mothers dragged their children back to bed, farmers stomped off to their barns, and soon the square grew empty once more. The steward, his staff striking the stones, left her with one final warning: touch that rope again outside its time, and the punishment will be doubled. Alone beneath the tower, she knelt in the dust, her tears glistening in the moonlight. She gazed up at the bronze bell, looming silent above, now a symbol of her shame. With trembling lips she whispered, "Never again." The bell hung still, watching over her, its silence heavier than its voice, and from that night onward, the girl never dared climb the tower steps unless commanded. The bell of Dornhelm rang only when it should, and the tale of the foolish girl's mistake was told for years as a warning to all who thought to toy with sacred duties.